Next, let's take a look at the bank page. To go to the bank page, you're going to click on the bank icon out here, and this takes you to the bank page. On the bank page, all of the stocks that are listed on Football Money show up. You can sort them based on the leagues, the teams, or the positions. So if you wanted to see players for one particular league, let's say the Premier League, then you can just click out there and see those players. And the same thing for teams as well as the position. So if you wanted to segment it by those, then you can. For our demo purposes, we're just going to select all leagues for now. On the bank page, the number column out here stands for the rank. So this is the rank of the player. The next column over is the bank price, which is the price you would pay to acquire an asset. Next to that, we have bank stocks. So I'm going one by one on the column headers out here. Bank stocks are basically that Football Money lists 1 million stocks for every player. Market stocks are the number of stocks the traders have bought. So to facilitate the price change mechanism, we buy 1,000 stocks of all the players just to ensure that the price, the coins keep on moving. And any stocks sold above the first 1,000 are what traders would have bought. Clearing price for the player, the matches played, bonus they've received in the system, minutes played, goals scored, assists, clean sheets, goals conceded, own goals, yellow cards, red cards, saves, high and low, which implies the high point that the player has reached on Football Money this season, as well as the lowest point they were at. So for this example, Mohamed Salah is at 927, and the lowest they've been this season was at 500. We can see the number of trades that have happened on an overall basis, or in the last 5 days, or in the last day. You can also see the weekly gain loss and the overall gain loss. So if you want to see who's been performing well the last week, you can see that out here. All of the column headings have a inbuilt sort filter. So if you were to click on weekly, it would take you here. Or if you click on it again, you can see that Jonathan David had an 8.86% increase, which was the most last week. You can do the same on the overall gain percent and click on it twice to sort it, which shows that Omar M from Eintracht Frankfurt has had a 105% increase. Chris Wood has had a 103.61% increase since the start of the season. If for comfort you wish to see this in landscape mode, you can click on this arrow or move your phone horizontally, and this would show you all of the content in landscape mode. To go back, you're just going to click on the top left where it says bank and then move back to the portrait mode. From there, if you select a player, let's say Vinicius Jr. looks good out here. He's been performing. He's ranked 202 and his bank price is 558, which what you can afford. So you can click on the player, and if you click on the player, you are redirected to the player trading card. At the top of the player trading card, you can see the name of the player, their photo. So you can see the name here, the photo, the club they play for, the position, which is F, what their bank price is, how much coins you have in your wallet, along with how many coins are on hold, and what your purchasing power is. Further lower, you can see the rank, age, position, and nationality of the player, the bank price, the clearing price, and the percentage change since the start of the season. In the graph below out here, you can see how they've performed week after week. So in round 3, there was a gain loss of 34. In round 4, he lost 10 and went down to 341. In round 5, he gained 29 and went up to 370. If you own this particular player's assets, then equity, average price, and gain loss would show up out here. So let's take a quick example. So let's say if you go to Gabriel and we see the overview, then we can see the equity, which is the current standing amount I have about the player, the average price, and the gain loss. We can go back to the bank, click on Vinicius Jr., and go back here and see the overview and see that the equity, average price, and gain loss are bank. You can also click on order logs and see what orders have been received for this particular player. So as of now, there is just one ask order for 558 for 100 stocks. If it's a new order, it says new. If it's completed and it goes through, then it shows completed or cancelled if the person cancelled it. Under stats, you can see the season start price, bank stock, market stocks, all of the columns you saw in the bank page, but organized in a vertical format. Performance will show you how they've been performing every week, what their match start price for this particular round was. So against Espanyol in round six. So in round six against Espanyol, Vinicius Jr. started the match at 369 and ended the match at 420 with a 13% gain. If I want to see more details about it, I can also click on the name and that will read out me to the match player to the fixture log, and we will go through this in more detail on another video. You can also see the user trading history. So if you've put in any bid orders or ask orders for this particular player, you would see it out here. If you wish to purchase stocks, you can click on the buy button. When you click on the buy button at the top, you can see how much, what coins you have, how many are on hold, and what your actual purchasing power is. So if I wanted to buy stocks out here, I can do 10. And if I already have all of the stocks, which means if I meet the ownership criteria, which is two goalkeepers, three attackers, five midfielders, and five defenders, then it would not let me purchase this. So if I already own that, it says you have already reached the maximum stock limit of 15. You cannot buy more than three players from a club or more than two goalkeepers, three attackers, five midfielders, or five defenders. So the bank page is for you to navigate and see which stocks you like from different clubs. You also have the I at the top of the page, so if you wanted to understand what that is, you can read it out here and all of the columns and what they imply. The same search functionality and all of the players. To go back to the home page quickly, you can also click on the logo and you would be rerouted back to the home page. Next, we're going to take a look at the order trading screen.